Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the third video in the four-part series that we started about 3 weeks ago regarding the four factors that are very essential for coming in the United States of America. Those four factors are your SAT score, your GPA, your volunteering hours, and your extracurricular activity. In the previous video, we spoke about SATs and everything pertaining to SATs, and in this video, I am particularly going to talk about GPA. So, what is GPA? What does GPA stand for? GPA means grade point average. It is one of the most important factors that most colleges look at for considering your admission in the United States of America. So, how does the GPA system work? Unlike other countries, to get an admission in any college in the United States of America, they consider your GPA for all the 4 years of your high school. That means your final GPA is an aggregate or average of the GPA that you scored in your ninth standard, your 10th standard, your 11th standard, and your 12th standard. Thus, if you plan to come down here, you have to be on the top of your game since you're grade 9. Now, a lot of students complain that it is only in their IBDP or your A levels or probably your junior and the senior year or maybe 11th and 12th is when they realize that they want to come to the United States of America, and by then their GPA is not that great. So, what are their chances? Well, you stand a very good chance because number one, you have 2 more years to fix your GPA. And second, United States of America or any colleges here look at your overall progress. That means that if you're able to demonstrate that your GPA has been increasing with every passing exam, there is a very high chance that given a good statement of purpose and good recommendations, you still can get into a good college in the United States of America. Now, a lot of you might even think that what if you realize during your senior year or after your senior year that you want to come to the USA and your GPA is not great? Have you ruined your chances to come to this country? Well, you have not. In C2 Education and Kaplan, we use this additional method which we call as padding. And there are two ways to fix your GPA which is totally screwed up. Number one is taking a year or two off after your senior year or 12th standard. When you take this time off, you need to find a job or an internship or something else in the field that you are planning to pursue in your undergraduate studies. By doing so, you will be able to show a relevant experience, and that can be used as some sort of padding to get away with a bad GPA. The second most important thing that you can do is some sort of an impactful volunteering work. By volunteering work, I don't mean just cleaning the beaches or the other things that you do as a part of your CAS activities if you're an IB board. I mean volunteering work that is actually impactful, like creating an organization to educate the underprivileged, or maybe working with human trafficking, or maybe working with LGBT community, something that is very impactful. If in the year or two that you take off, you can combine a good internship or a job with impactful volunteering work, we can make your statement of purpose in a way that the colleges are compelled to overlook your bad GPA. Well, you shouldn't use this as a crutch to not study for the 4 years of your high school, because remember, this comes at the cost of 2 years. So you make sure that you study and get the best GPA. But in case if you are at a point where you haven't been able to meet the GPA criteria, you have other ways to figure out, which I just mentioned. So, a lot of you ask me that what is exactly a comparative GPA? What is the range of a good GPA? What is moderate and what is below average? So, here is the range that I'm going to tell you. Anything about 3.8 to 4, that means 3.8 and above, is considered to be an excellent or comparative GPA. Anything in the range of 3.5 to 3.8 is a good GPA. Anything in the range of 3.0 to 3.5 is considered above average or slightly above moderate GPA. But anything below 3.0 is something that should raise a red flag, and you should know that that is below average and you need to buck up and start working towards improving your GPA. Now, you might be thinking that how important is the GPA with respect to your SAT score? Meaning, which has a higher value in terms of the weightage assigned for giving admissions, the SAT score or the GPA? Well, to answer this question, it is fairly subjective depending on the college that you're applying to. For most public schools and quite a lot of private schools, an excellent SAT score with a good GPA, meaning 3.5 and above, should be able to get you an admission. However, if we are looking at selective private schools or Ivy League schools, it is by default understood that your GPA has to be comparative, which means it has to be about 3.8 and above, because most of the students applying to these schools already have that range, and anything you do on top of GPA is what will build your profile. It is very important to note that a good SAT score cannot be used to compensate for a bad GPA. Meaning, you cannot score 1550 on your SAT and just have a GPA of probably 2.9 and expect that you will get admissions in public school and a lot of private schools as well. Because chances are that you will get rejected. GPA is something that is built over a period of time, and thus there are several chances for you to improve on it, and thus it is a very, very important factor to consider, or that is considered while giving admission. This is it for this week's video in terms of your GPA. Let me know if you have any more questions. Please comment in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and spread the word. Hope you guys have a pleasant weekend and a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. This is Rima signing off for this week. See you guys next week with a combined video of extracurricular activity and volunteering work, and how those are the tools that you can use to supplement and boost your profile and ensure that you have an upper hand over a lot of folks who are applying to these schools along with you. So stay tuned for the next video. This is Rima signing off for this week. Take care. Bye-bye.